Shauna Gunderson. She is a former welfare mother. Uh, she's a former welfare mother. We met Shauna in Detroit, and she is also been very much involved with the DHS work, the Give Us Back Our Children work, so we'll be hearing more from that panel tomorrow. So I'd like to go ahead, Shauna, with your presentation.
Thank you. I just want to say that when I met Selma at the Detroit Social Forum, I had never heard women talk about this experience that I had been through for almost 15 years. I went to court for 50 to 60 times, literally, to fight to hang on to my children. And it was an incredible relief for me to hear the kind of talk that went on there, that I wasn't the only one, and that there were, so many women were going through this. And so it just, because I had faced the state by myself and didn't know that there were these groups out there. So anyway, I'm so grateful for Selma's work, and that, it's getting the proper attention that it deserves today. So anyway, and I also want to put in a plug for breastfeeding, because as I was going through this terrible experience as a mother, I practiced natural mothering, and I breastfed my sons until they were 4 and 5, and we did the family bed. And I believe that gave them an emotional foundation to kind of get through some difficult times. So I just wanted to say that. Yeah. And in the meantime, thanks to unemployment, I've had time for lots of activist activities, and I want to thank the government, the U.S. government, for my state-sponsored activism here, and and just say, one of the other things I've been involved in, because the Global Women's Strike and their work has inspired me to look around the world and to get involved in other things. And one of the other things that inspired me, especially after the earthquake in Haiti, the spill from BP in the Gulf Coast, and then Fukushima, and by the way, that disaster has reached the coast of California today. Those 3 disasters propelled me into thinking, I have to do something. I can't just, I have to do something on this front here. And so the tar sands fight was making headway in the media, although the indigenous groups had been fighting this fight for years and years. And finally, when a coalition of different groups in the States and also Canada got together and decided that they were going to have the biggest act of civil disobedience in front of the White House ever, I participated in this and took a caravan across from California with a bunch of people I normally didn't even want to speak to visit other activist groups and meet with other, ranchers and housewives and tea partiers and vegan Mexicans and homophobic ornithologists, and it was like, talk about what are the terms of unity? What are, it really, everybody came out of the woodwork to fight the tar sands. And I don't know if you know what the tar sands are, but under the beautiful, gorgeous forests in Alberta, Canada, are the Athabasca tar sands, which is a type of oil deposit only extracted by using massive amounts of injected water, and then it has to be heated. It's like the asphalt, that sticky tar stuff. And anyway, TransCanada was pushing hard to build this pipeline, 1,700 miles long through the U.S., and because of this, Obama declined to make a decision, which is essentially a win, And but unfortunately, the Teamsters, plumbers, operating engineers, and laborers unions, longshoremen, supported the pipeline. And then all across the country, we just heard jobs. We got to have these jobs. We need these jobs. So maybe somebody here could speak to why the unions failed us again. And so there's throwing out the challenge here. But I also attended a conference on, it was called Earth at Risk, and they talked about the rights of Mother Nature, which is a declaration promoted by indigenous activists and passed in the UN. and it is now being used by public service lawyers to fight against corporate exploitation of their ecosystems. And there have been successful legal action on behalf of communities that can pass a local ordinance giving ecosystems legal rights of their own. For example, in Tamaqua, Pennsylvania, any resident there can file a lawsuit on behalf of a river, a tree, a mountain. And so, according to communities can make their own laws, and nature does not have to be property for the state. And so this attorney that I met, Thomas Lindsay, with the Community Environmental Legal Defense Fund, is helping local communities ban fracking and other abuses at local levels, because the states are failing to do that. And in fact, many environmental laws have enabled a lot of this degradation to happen because they measure limits and they don't just abolish it. It's just kind of amazing. So I wanted to share that with you. And the rights of Mother Nature as a worldview of indigenous peoples is gaining ground. Perhaps if we had fought with indigenous people and welfare mothers earlier, we wouldn't have such a hard fight now. Because when we line up with the most oppressed, all of us are included. Thanks.
I'd now like to introduce to you Ria Dahl of the Society of Providence Unit for Development Economic of Petronville, mother of 4 children and principal of school in Haiti. Ria.
Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. I want to say thank you for Salma and Nina, Michael, working very hard to let me have a visa to come here. It was very difficult for me to come here, but I want to share something with you. My English is really poor, but I will try to that. Sopedep, it's a school. I was working with. I'm a community leaders and in Haiti. Haiti is a country. The 1904 and 2012, it's 208 years we has a freedom, but we have 3 big countries and never want Haitian to be enjoy our freedom. And now we are organized on the community to, especially the women, to fighting every day because we was occupied by the military, and now we still, after the freedom, we still occupied by those people. And what the things they do in Haiti, they rape the young, the youth, girls, and 18 years old, 15 years old, and also the young boy, 15 years old, 12 years old. So we never stop to fight against those people. And after the earthquake, what happened? We was working with I have a school, but the majority of the school, it's children working on the street. And now we just working since this moment, and after we just left the kids at 3:30, and at 3:45 the earthquake coming. So when you saw after 3 days the military came to Haiti, they think they will they will support us, they will support the people, and they will take the people under the rubble. What they do, they just take only they go to the place, we have military, we have UN, and they just take those people. And we don't know what to do. What you do, it's, we never have this experience before, but we try to do the best we can to survive our people. And when some place we go, we just take some tools and to try to survive people. Sometimes we take only the hand. We just organize to do another place. Only sometimes we take the hand. It was very disaster. More than 300,000 people was dead since the earthquake. And in Haiti, we also, after the earthquake, we have more than 6,000 NGOs in Haiti. We don't know what they do in Haiti. The majority of the money spent for the administration buy beautiful cars, but people really need the support, don't fight anything. When I saw those people, the first time they came in Haiti to give support for the people, we need to pass 4 hours in the line for food. And sometimes they beat women. They don't give any men, they just choose to give women food. When you stay in the line, they give you a card to go. They choose a nation and to men to give you the cards. To have this opportunity to have this card, you need to make sex. If you not make sex with the men, we don't have opportunity to have food. What I do, I call all the women I'm working with. I say, I know you are very strong. I know even the situation is difficult for you. I know you can fight for your children. You can fight to survive your family. And I fight support, and I remember March 2010, Nina and Salma called me. I give an interview with them. They have a match in England. And they talk to me and they want me to make up the same program in Haiti. What they do, I call all the women coming. I make a meeting. I told him, today you will stay. I don't give you any food. And I will keep this money to make a program for women. Even I will give you a very little money, but I know you will do something. All the women, after 10 days, I start the program. And I can say Nina and Salma, this program is very successful because a lot of women has opportunity, is the street vendor, they have opportunity to sell something in the street. And the school I have 664 children. They start grade K to 12 and also has a program for the street children. And now in Haiti, we cannot talk about the freedom because we still occupied by 3 big countries, US, France, and Canada. They keep you, they freeze you, all the people, because in Haiti, President Haiti is the first democratic elected in 1990. After 7 months, they give a first school. And another time, he returned back in Haiti in 1994, and he was elected in 2000. 2004, we also has another coup. They don't give any chance with the poor people in Haiti. The reason why, it's because Haiti is the first poorest country has freedom. They don't let the people to fighting for your freedom. And every day they can say, oh, you look at Haiti. 200 Haitians still don't do anything. Every day the mission of the UN will expire. We have a little in trouble in Haiti. They keep the trouble every day to let you, so all the people to stay the same, the misery condition, to not fight for your freedom. And now we're really happy to share with you the situation of women in Haiti. And the situation every day, women never stop to fight, because it's for education, we represent 52% of the country, but for education it's only the women. 85% of the women taking care of education of our children. So thank you so much. Okay.
She actually has 2 more minutes.
Okay. So Haiti, we fighting every day. Women never stop to fighting, and I ask you to join hand with us to ask the women to leave Haiti, because we need our country for Haitian people. And they don't give you this opportunity, but I know women is very strong. When you join all hands together, we will have very good struggle. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. Even my English is not good, but I think you understand what I say. Thank you so much.
We're going to have Niki. Niki has come to the front now, and she's going to, this is Niki Adams. She's going to do a summary of this amazing panel that we've just heard from. Oh, the whole day. Okay.
Okay, I'll tell you what I'm going to do.
Yeah, thanks.
I'm not summing up the panel, I'm just drawing out some of the issues that have come out through the whole day, in fact. And I wanted to start by, this morning, a couple of people said that they were very pleased to be among radical, militant women. And I don't know if many people here, but I don't particularly consider myself radical or militant. I kind of feel much more mainstream than that. But I do know what they mean, in that I think that you will definitely agree that what we have heard is that from the various panels is that women are really ready to confront authority and to drive every single issue to the end. And we certainly live in a time when not many people are ready to do that. So I think on that basis, maybe we are quite radical. And I think one of the reasons that we want to do that and have the strength to do that, there's a few points to that really. I think first of all, you will have heard that we start with the experience of grassroots women, and as a result of that, with grassroots children and men. And all of the panels testified to that. We also have really rejected separatism, which over the years has proved to be the formula of the ambitious. And finally, I think the crucial thing of a gathering like this, you can see that it really is making connections between issues. And I think that's really crucial because I was thinking, what example could I give? Because there's many. And one example here in the UK is on the issue of the police. Now, we confront the police from many different experiences, as sex workers, as rape victims, as women with disabilities, as women of colour, as lesbian and gay people, as queer people, and our experience is often very similar, which is of systematic abuse, neglect, sabotage of when we try to bring claims for justice. And so we approach that issue based on that experience. And we also bear in mind, for example, the experience of the young people who rioted over the summer on our behalf, on everyone's behalf, and who spelled out, who were given the chance to spell out by The Guardian and the London School of Economics, who did that survey. It was a really brilliant piece of work that they did. They spelled out in forensic detail the kind of daily abuse and humiliations that are inflicted on them by the police, and how the riots were a chance to get our own back. And they burnt the place up, saying this is our chance. And that, I think in that respect, they were speaking for many people. There were a whole array of scabbing that then came down, both before and afterwards, where they decided that the causes of the riots were bad parenting and criminality and various other reasons. But that truth really did come out and was sustained. And the police is one area where we're constantly being asked to compromise in Occupy, despite what a fantastic movement it was, spelling out the accumulation of the wealth by the filthy rich, Occupy was really subjected to strong forces saying, you should get on with the police, you should allow them in your general assemblies, you should allow them around the camp glad-handing and greeting people. And I think the groups at the centre here and the campaign really helped kind of set a principled standard in relation to the police. I think the other thing that you heard over the day is that people are really ready to face what time it is. On welfare, people spell out that they're really trying to kill us. I mean, that's one of the facts that we really have to face. And I think that, so the job of uncovering what's really happening to us and the obstacles in our way of coming together is a job that needs to be done. And hopefully, you know, you will have heard, you will have heard today how women from very many different situations are doing that. And against the kind of scabbing that we've been up against by the charities, the NGOs, and I had another one. Anyway, I'm sure you'll add to the list. Yes, that's right. Thank you. How did you guess? Okay. We've also had to really focus ourselves on what needs to be done against the self-indulgence that has really infected many movements for change. And one of the ways that we have, we've worked on the one hand to build a core. Now, we talk about building a core, and just to say what I understand by that, which is to come together with other people on a principled basis who are committed to doing the day-to-day work of changing the world, you know, of whatever activity you're involved in, to really stick at it and to build a mutually accountable relationships that aren't based on do-gooder or victim or on guilt or on manipulation, but are focused on the job that needs to be done. We've also had good leadership. Many people have spoken about Selma today, but there are also many points of reference within the various organisations that you have heard from today and from the different countries. And the leadership that we all draw on often comes from many different places and can change from issue to issue. But the leadership has one thing in common, which is that it's aiming to take us in the direction that we want to go, that it helps us stick to our principles and to set standards and to keep to them, and to really keep us on track. And that's what we look to from our leaders, and that's what we get. And to really be ready to change yourself, to be held accountable really and be ready to change is also crucial. We've also had to work on how to bring people to us, and the immigration panel earlier, is that right? Yes, the immigration panel earlier, one of the things, it wasn't the immigration panel. When Jetto spoke from the Mothers Campaign, one of the issues that we've had to confront on the issue of immigration is how to overcome the kind of witch hunt there has been against asylum seekers and immigrant people. And the principle of the campaigns and the various groups that you've heard from today, which is to ensure that people speak from their own experience as grassroots people, has been really a winning formula in terms of building support, because what we have found very strikingly on the issue of immigration is that when people speak about their situation, others relate. You know, you get support from all kinds of sectors of society, and people are able to overcome that kind of misinformation that people are bombarded with, to actually relate to somebody's circumstance and support and work together. Okay, on the question, my last point, I think it is on the question of winning. One of the women this morning in the discussion said that even though we've come together like this with such strength, you know, it doesn't seem like we can win much, or, you know, we're up, and I think she was not particularly being defeatist, she was just describing that we're up against a lot, and that is true. But I think that just coming together on the basis of what we have in common and against the disregard of human life that we suffer under every day is definitely a victory in itself, and is definitely the beginning of winning. And I think also that in the course of doing that, we do educate ourselves and each other and society at large. We also strengthen ourselves and we become much more aware of our own capabilities. And the forces that we're up against definitely have to take notice as a result. And when you are involved in a struggle and you've decided that you're in it to the end, that you really are going to drive the thing right to the end, that you're not going to compromise, that you're going to distinguish yourselves from those that want to scab or water down our message, that is really really a way of winning, but it's also a truly liberating experience, because it's really the only way that you can refuse to allow the powers that be to kind of have control of our lives. And that's the business that we're in. We're into changing and reclaiming our lives, and in the course of that, winning together. Thank you.